Hey Scorpio, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading for November 3rd through the 5th, 2023. This is for Scorpio. Last shuffle coming out here for Scorpio here. All right, Scorpio. So what we have is we have behind a mask and we have planning and action. And so Scorpio, this looks like you're making plans and keeping them to yourself, right? You're just doing, there's something that you're doing and you want to do, and you're just like not even telling anyone. It seems like you're smiling on the surface and the whole time you're scheming, but in a good way. Everyone says, I swear, every word that we say has some negative connotation. They're like, oh, they're scheming. I'm like, the scheme is important. You have to have a strategy. Scheme is nothing but a glorified word that means I'm having a strategy. I'm trying to make sure something happens. Even manipulation. It's like, well, we all manipulate things to make things happen. Like, is it not something like when we manipulate ingredients to make a meal? Do we not like think about that? But anyway, it looks like you're scheming, you're planning, you're strategizing, and you're trying to make sure things happen. You have a dream, and the dream could be realized, but it requires a lot of fancy footwork. And it seems like you're saying, success is my only option. With Queen of Swords and Five of Cups, this is that Eminem energy, and I know he's not a freaking Scorpio. I can't remember what he was. I don't know. I think he was a Gemini or some Sagittarius or something. I don't remember what his sign is. But however it goes, it looks like this. It looks like you're saying success is my only option. I'm cutting out all this disappointment. I'm not even allowing that in my space. You may be sad anyway, but you're not. And it may be more so sad that you have to cut people out. It looks like you're sad that you have to cut your ties with people. Oh, wow. It looks like you'd be happier cutting people out. It's heartbreaking at the same time. Behind a mask is Queen of Swords, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and Eight of Swords. I think that you're heartbroken and you're keeping that under wraps. There's a sadness here of cutting because you have to sever ties or break up or leave someone behind or hurt someone, or shut them out. It is sad. Behind a mask, you are shutting people out, but you are also sad about it, disappointed, because you don't want to be disappointed. I'm thinking that some Scorpios, you guys don't want to be disappointed, so you rather cut them off at the pass before it even gets to that point. I think you already know that they would. You are overthinking it. I wouldn't even say you're overthinking it. I think that you've thought it over many different ways. Eight of Swords sometimes could be analysis paralysis. It could also be negative thinking. It could also be feeling stuck. But a lot of times this is about saying, and when in a positive light, I've thought of every angle, right? I see all of the obstacles. I see all of the pitfalls, the pros and the cons. And I realize that there's more cons than there are pros. And so I know I need to cut something out with the Queen of Swords. And I'm sad about it, you know. Planning an action is Knight of Cups and Two of Cups. And that tells me that you're planning to move ahead and bring things together. You're sad. It's still, there's a sadness in it. There's still a sadness in it. It's unapologetic too, but it's sad that this is the only way that you can make your dreams a reality, is by cutting other people out. Is more so than what I'm seeing. The loving woman is the Page of Wands here twice. This person does not know what they want to do. The Page of Wands rather is a very inspired person. This person is inspired to go in a direction, but this person may be all over the place. This may be why you're saying, I can't depend on you. This is heartbreaking. You're disappointing me. So there may be someone, it doesn't have to be a woman. This could be a man who is governed by their emotions. They're inspired by how they feel, not by what makes sense. And I think that's the main reason why you may be saying no. I'm not dealing with this. This person is always wanting to have a good time. It's almost like they're driven by looking for a good time. And the problem with them is that they are all over the place. They're going in one direction when they should be going in another. And that's the main thing I think that gives a person pause with this. The Peace is the Seven of Cups and the Empress, and it seems like you intend on sitting pretty. You don't care how that looks, and a lot of it looks like you have to leave behind the people, places, and things that do not serve you or do not resonate with you. It's not your cup of tea. You're not in that anymore. You don't do that anymore. You're not a part of that. All it does is make you feel uncomfortable. You're cutting ties. It's disappointing. You're at a place where you're at peace with the unknown at this time. You're leaving what you know to go into an unknown. And that's your intention, is to be able to be indestructible. You don't want to be in a situation where you got 2 pages, you know, they're each one looking a different direction. Each one looking this, which way should I go, George? And you're just like, I don't want that. It doesn't work for me. I need something more stable. I need something that is going to be indestructible. There's no way you could tear this down. It's solid. And so, Scorpio, I'm seeing you unapologetically going in a direction, sad about it, but going nonetheless. You just want to cut out the disappointment from the very beginning, at the quick. Like as soon as it's like, I don't even want to actually deal with that, so I'm just gonna cut it out now because I already know what that's gonna lead to. That I thought about it, you know. So it looks like you're shutting people out, because you don't want to be broke, poor, destitute, with nothing, and constantly sad about something. There's a lot to this. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra very strongly. We also have every sign except for Capricorn and Virgo. So this is something where they're speaking on you not sticking to. It's like, don't hold on to it or pick it apart to the depth of the whole situation. You've already thought it through. There's no more thinking it through. There's no more trying to apply anything, you know, to it. That seems to be the message. Now, you could be a Libra Scorpio cusp or a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. You could also be dealing with an Aquarius Pisces, Aries Taurus cusp, Taurus Gemini, Cancer Leo. Yeah, and those are the signs that I'm seeing. All those signs and the cusp. Okay, and if you're not dealing with them, then the rest of them could also be in your chart, or you could be primarily dealing with a Virgo or Capricorn. And if you're not, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.